Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It has been crazy in Cowboy land today. It has been unbelievable. I forgot that Holly Pierce sent me this morning an article about the Micah Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence feud, and was going to do something about this, but it was just like the hits kept coming. We had Genty, of course, doing his pro day. We had a Cleveland old talking head say that there's a deal in the works for Dak Prescott to be traded to the Cleveland Browns. Ended up doing the Dan Cilio show, but he's really Cilio on there, and of course listening to Philly 500, bloviating. He wants to be called the champ, but I just call him the chump. The chump is here. The chump is here. And the Eagles, of course, even though they've lost 12 players, and I think they've just signed their first, that believe that they're going back to the Super Bowl. Yeah, well, you know what? If they don't, I'll be there to go ahead and talk some smack about it. So what this is all about is the Demarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons spat. Apparently this is not something that's new. This is actually something that's been going on for quite a while. Micah Parsons thought that last year he basically was going to be the de facto leader. D-Law, of course, having been there and being the guy who was the de facto leader before, the old guard, the hot boys, and I am so glad that we are done with the hot boys. I do not ever want to see or hear hot boys again, because hot boys, sorry, that doesn't strike fear in me when you say we're the hot boys. No, I need something that's violent, that sounds violent, that feels violent, something that's scary. Hot boys doesn't do it for me. And that's not to say that I haven't enjoyed D-Law's time and thank him for being here and wish him well and all that. But, sometimes we hang on to things too long, and maybe I'm one of those ones that I'm hanging on to Dak Prescott too long. At least that's what I'm told by all the talking heads in here. All the fans in here. So this is Micah Parsons talking about his contract, his teammates, and things like that, and then we'll discuss it here in a second.
Are you disappointed at all that you don't have a new contract yet?
No.
We're not going to have any conversations about the contract. We're going to stick to the foundation, please.
Yeah, getting the guys back around each other, hanging out, knock some pens down, talk about the future, and things like that. Can't really control the guys that leave. Wish them the best, and they got what they deserved. But the guys that are around, we come together, have fun, and we hang out more than just at my events. Osa has an event coming up. He has a gala on the 29th, so we'll all try to be there to support him during that too.
Obviously, you have a big brand, and it's helped by the way you play on the field. But how much do you think being also a Dallas Cowboy kind of helps you with that brand for things like this?
Oh, I mean, it's America's team, so obviously it helps tremendously. People want to be associated with the star, and I use the opportunity not just for myself, but to build and raise things and have events like this. So I try to use the star in the right ways possible and take advantage of it while I'm here. No, it's been a while, but I can definitely roll 200 pretty consistently as long as I'm really locked in. Like, I got to put my headphones in. Once it's time to go, I got my headphones. I'm going to be completely ready, locked in and focused. And, I'm going to try to win.
Who's the best bowler on the squad?
I would say I'm probably the best bowler, like, seriously. Like, no doubt about it. Sam, he's just brute strength. He has no technique. He just throws it down as hard as he possibly can. But I actually have skill. Like, I read the lanes. Like, I change balls. Like, I'm skillful.
I'm skillful.
Yeah, for me, we started Lionheart last year, and it was really just to how can we make the biggest impact in communities, between the camps, the giveaways, the give back, book drives, things that me and my team are planning to do, and how can we make the biggest impact? Even the Christmas Lions Christmas toy drive, just things like that to support that, to really just activate us in the community, giving back. The most important things in life.
Any other questions? No?
Okay, so with an a recent interview with Clarence Hill, he took off the idea that his off-the-field pursuits had anything to do with the Cowboys' lack of production. I think it's ridiculous, Parsons said. You watch the tape. There's no question I'm locked in. I'm giving my actual best effort out there on the field, which I think is all that matters. I have an obligation to be the leader of my family, to take care of my family, and that to provide for them. I keep the main thing, but I like off-the-field adventures too. Everyone has their selection of the ways they want to do things. Some people drink, some people smoke. I like to tweet. I like to be active and know about ball. I like to know what everybody else is doing, and that's just me. I don't drink, I don't smoke. What I care about is the effort you give me on the football field, and that's something you can't have question. I know I'm one of the best players. As long as I'm performing that way, it shouldn't matter. When you jump off sides on the goal line, is that because I'm tweeting? I think it's ridiculous and outrageous. So it's kind of interesting, but he is definitely trying to take on the role of being the de facto leader. And I think these things that he's doing right now, the event here where it's, a lot of the Cowboy players and other players around the NFL are joining, doing things with Osa and Nigazua and so on, and not, sitting here getting upset about the contract or holding out. Those are things that it's going to be interesting to see if his contract ends up taking a while, if the Joneses do what they do and basically wait till the end of training camp to get this thing done. Going further in this is where it gets interesting. I thought it was my time last year trying to bring that team back in life. Even though most people thought we were dead in the water, Parsons said, I think my time is now. I don't got to bump heads with no other dude. So that's pointing at Demarcus Lawrence or maybe Jordan Lewis as well. I wish them guys, so you got two of them, guys the best, but it's kind of hard when you butt heads with another person. They think different, they feel different, and they want to be in the room different. Now it's my time to really take over. Parsons' big contract will speak loudest this offseason. The pass rusher is scheduled to play on the fifth-year option, which is worth $24.7 million. So he's going to probably get a $41 million 5-6 year deal that's supposed to be team-friendly. We have differences of opinion. Jane Slater says no formal talks have been made. Mike Fisher says contract proposals have been exchanged. So it's somewhere in between the two of those is what we can say. But let's be real here. We know that Micah Parsons is going to be here, and he is going to be a Cowboy for quite some time. How his leadership role works, don't know just yet. Hopefully it's going to be good. And man, I hope things slow down for the rest of the day, because it's been literally head spinning trying to keep up with all of the bullshit today. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, don't forget about Calais.
It's Joe Boom, baby. There you go. Calais Campbell, one immovable force right here. Yes, Joe Boo Sports Report. Be sure to